Boom! My name is Baba Wealth the Pandit, and this is BWA TV. BWA TV, we are road to 100,000 subscribers. And we also want to say a special thanks to my channel members. May God perfect that which concerns you. And also my super stickers and my super chatters, upward and forward only. BWA TV, we love you. Blessings. Let's get sporty with BWA TV.
Let's get sporty with the BWA TV. My name is Baba the Pandit, like keep your county favorite Pandit, and this is BWA TV. We are here to get sporty as always and talk about sport news. Now we are going to talk about as players that are linked with Arsenal during this transfer daily here on BWA TV with my co-host Baba Prophet. Good evening. You must be on mute, Baba Prophet. I can't hear you. You can hear me? Skuski? You are on mute. Okay, you can be talking. Let me check the headphones here. You can continue talking about the Euros and the players, the Arsenal players who are in Euros that are still in Euros, like of Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice, and Ramsdale. No, I guess your earphones, your headphones are not working. You can talk without your headphones. We can't hear you even on another gadget. Toa headphones. Ongea bila. Utoe kwa simu uongee bila headphones. Sikusikii kitu.
Unanipata sasa?
Yeah. And just like that, he is gone. Maria Dariza, thank you for coming. Thank you, Daria. Hello, host Julie Kulola. Yes, welcome on BWA TV. Let's get sporty on BWA TV. We are going to talk about transfer daily with players that are linked with Arsenal during this transfer daily. And a lot of Arsenal players have been linked with Arsenal. Toa headphones. Ongea bila headphones. Sikusikii, ongea bila headphones.
I don't know why he is. Let's continue before he comes back, and we have Arsenal players that are still in Euro in at Germany with for the Euros. We have Bukayo Saka. The other day he played for 120 minutes, and also we have Declan Rice who played for another 120 minutes as well. Saa nakusikia.
I want to believe unanipata sasa.
Yeah, 100%.
Nice.
Let me do away this unwanted virtual background. Okay, tukwendele.
Tupige? Okay.
Arsenal players, we have Bukayo Saka, Rice, Saliba, Ramsdale still in Euros. Should the Arsenal
Kim Kai
players be
Havertz?
worried? Should King Kai Havertz as well? Should the Arsenal fans be worried that these they are the key players and they'll be struggling with fatigue and fitness and they might burn?
Yes, that's a concern. And personally, I wanted England to get knocked out, and France, because if you check even on other Copa America, we still have
Mm-hmm.
the like of Gabriel, both the likes of Gabriel Magalesh and Gabriel Martinelli still participating, though it's they have not had a lot of minutes. But still, I feel that most of Arsenal players, that major Arsenal players, the first team players, are still involved in international duties, and it's quite a concern. Yes, as much as we want maybe our boys to lift something, to go to do further good things with the Euros, I still see it as a concern because of fatigue pre-season, and with pre-season they have to train together as a team in general. And also, I believe it's also
Martinelli,
delayed.
Martinelli, and Gabriel Magalhaes. Magalhaes has not played a single minute so far, unless they play. If he's going to play, that is tomorrow early morning, 4 a.m. Kenyan time. Martinelli has played, I guess, around 10 minutes. So I'm worried more of Bukayo Saka, William Saliba, and Declan Rice.
Yes, and Kinkai Havertz as well.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm forgetting about King Kai.
It's a major concern, and I just hope and wish that Switzerland will knock out England so that we can have our main boys back and joining Arsenal when pre-season starts. Actually, they should.
Yeah, but
We should be supporting Switzerland. Jacobum should do something to his old friends.
it's going to be a tough match, and uh, I think England, Bukayo Saka will start that game. I think Rice. No, I'm sure
Rice
Rice
has
will
to
start that game.
start.
Yeah,
There's no way
I'm
you're
not sure
benching
if
him.
I'm not sure if Ramsdale will play on that game.
No chance.
Actually, he has struggled to make even a single minute so far. And those are the main Arsenal players who will be who are still there. Only four players, Arsenal players still involved in Euros. I don't think our back four we should be much worried, but maybe we should be worried about William Saliba. He has so far he has a very fantastic tournament, and I remember he has played for over 52 games last season, playing 52 games, and now he is also at Euros. Maybe he needs some time to rest.
Yeah, he really need time to rest because he got to rest because of maybe fatigue come next season, and teams will come having charged more than they had the previous season, and we still him to kick like talk of 42 games. There is Champions League, there is EPL, there is FA. You see all that, and he's one of our vital guys at the back, and we need him when he's at his best.
Yeah. Now I guess we have to talk more now about transfer daily with with the players linked with the Arsenal, and so far we are yet to get any serious, uh, maybe serious signing so
Signing.
far. Nothing yet. We have not seen anything tangible from Arsenal's side. Mikel and Edu have been very slow. Nothing serious, nothing to talk about in terms of who is new, who is leaving, and who is coming. Who do you think Arsenal? How do you look at this transfer this season?
Yeah, it has been very slow, very slow actually. But I think it's because of Euros. Because like the last two seasons, Arsenal has been doing their business early. Look when we were getting Declan Rice, and I guess also Martin Odegaard, because before, as he was from loan, they did it very early in the early stages of the summer, so that the players can join the rest of the team on pre-season. And I still believe, I think for me, it's being affected by the Euros and talk of the Copa America, because they also have to get to see some players, maybe players that will emerge, players that can fit to their system, and players that can maybe. And currently, even the price tag of some players is ridiculous.
Uh, Players like Nico Williams, he has been doing very well for the Portuguese, for the Spanish side. He is one of these players that are heavily linked with Arsenal, and we are looking for somebody who can come and play in the right wing or even the left wing. Do you think what are your views on about what are your views on this Nico Williams? Very young, talented, around 40 to 50 million pounds. I guess this is it's a light amount. It's a money that Arsenal can afford. What do you think of this guy?
I think if Arsenal can get me Nico Williams, that will be a very massive thing. Look at and I also think Nico Williams will come to Arsenal. If you ask me if Arsenal will approach him, I don't think he'll say no to Arsenal. And I hope you would be making the same mistake his brother did when Liverpool were. Remember the two Williams at Atletico Bilbao, and his brother, Liverpool were after his brother, and he did probably what would look like and see it was a mistake, not going to join in Liverpool and deciding to commit his future to Athletic Bilbao. But for Nico Williams, 21 years of age, 45 million pounds, I think Arsenal can manage that. Yeah, talk of selling Ketia and Nelson and getting funds to bring on to land on Nico Williams. Imagine even forcing him to play as long line with Saka and Martinelli on the flanks. Our front three will be a basic guys and very young, very with potential.
When you put Nico Williams as a false nine, where are you going to put King Kai Havertz? He has been doing good job so far at Euros and also at Arsenal last season. To
I
be
got to
fair,
bench him. I got to bench him.
to be
I
fair, I guess I think King Kai
got
Havertz
to bench.
deserve a first place in Mikel Arteta's side.
It also depends with the kind of striker we'll be having at the start of the season, that is to come August. Because if by any chance talk of having Osime in a national squad, there's no way Kinkai will be starting that Arsenal squad. I don't see it happening. So I don't think he'll have a chance to start. Uh, Bear in mind, Trossard was doing well and Martinelli was there, and on the flank you have, assuming you have Nico, maybe you can bench Martinelli and start Saka and Kinkai. But assuming you have Martinelli, Saka, and Osime, there's no way Kinkai will have a chance to start. In my opinion, I don't think you'd start. Though you never know what happens with Mikel. He might even start, maybe force him to play that Jack alone.
But you mentioned your name of Osman before we take on other Arsenal players that we are linked with. Osman, one of 110 million pounds. Nobody's going to buy
I,
him with that money.
I don't think it's happening. I don't see it happening. I don't think there is. That's a very ridiculous price tag there. 110 million pounds. I don't think the talk of 75, 80, 70. Maybe teams will go there. Will go for him. That is maybe Chelsea. Talk teams like Chelsea. Not even PSG will sign him for 110 million pounds. I don't see it happening. In my opinion, I think if Napoli really want to let him go, they should at least check on that price tag. But for 110 million pounds, no, 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 no. Mm-mm. Not happening.
110 million pounds. And no, Arsenal really need a striker. And if you are not going to get Victor Osman, what about Victor Yokales? He has
Victor
been doing
Yokeres,
good, scoring goals right, center, for right, left, and center. He has been in English league once a few seasons ago. He was playing for Coventry, did a very massive job there. I guess he is young. He can shoot. He can score goals. Do you want him at Arsenal now that Benjamin Sesko is not for sale according to Leipzig?
yeah,
If
even
I
when
see you,
Benjamin
VP
Sesko
Ann
was
Maura,
Nagani,
endelea.
even when Benjamin Sesko was on there were rumors about even in Benjamin Sesko, I wouldn't have, I would still have gone for Yokalez, and I, I I wasn't I wasn't convinced of Sesko. And for Yokalez, yes, he has proved something in the Portuguese league, but this is Premier League. We don't know what might what if he'll take time to settle, or he'll just come and adapt very fast, like the likes of Declan and those there's players who come whatever the league they were playing, and when they get to that Arsenal squad or any other team, they just kick. And there are other players who take time to adapt. So I would go for him if the price tag was right. but not an exaggerated one like that one of Osimhen.
Uh, Arsenal, we let's start with goalkeeping position. I guess Mikel created the problem for himself. Go. I've never seen any team with. Also, let's talk about Arsenal. I've never seen Arsenal with two good goalkeepers, Aaron Ramsdale and David De Gea. Aaron Ramsdale too good to be number two. We remember the case of Bernard Leno and Emi Martinez. Also remember the case of Emi and Arnold Ramsdale. One has to go. Would you sell Aaron Ramsdale because he's too good to be number two? It doesn't deserve to be number two for me.
I wouldn't sell Alan Ramsdale if it was in my position to look at who was the number one for Newcastle, Nick Pope, and he got
Nicky Pope.
injured in the he got injured in the beginning of season. Then there was this goalkeeper. I think he's from Slovenia, Slovakia, one of those teams, and an S
Dubravka.
country. Yes, he's he plays for Newcastle. He's also a very good goalkeeper. Taking you back to a different league. Talk of Madrid. They had Courtois and they have Lunin, the guy from Ukraine, and he did. And there was something else. Somebody else. There was another goalkeeper from Madrid, and even before that, they had Navas and they had a
Kepa,
center.
the former Chelsea,
Yes,
the former Chelsea goalkeeper, Kepa
yes,
Zilizabaraga.
exactly. Look, they have three massive top quality goalkeepers, three, and that's what champions do. If you have to, if you need to win something, you need to get challenge titles. You have to have a. Do we need a backup or we need quality? Somebody that even when your number one gets injured. For instance, what if David Laya gets injured in a fourth game and he pulls an ACL that will lure him out the whole of the season, and we have the likes of uh, Okonkwo, we still need somebody.
Okonkwo is good.
We still need somebody, even if maybe they will be selling him. They need another good goalkeeper that would come and fit in those foot of David Raya, assuming he gets injured in the early stages of the season, or maybe early in the just in matter of time, maybe he gets injured. We need somebody to come and step in, and it's
Yeah,
also good to
yeah, but
it's also good to have two goalkeepers
mhm.
because they'll challenge each other. Goalkeepers, yeah, goalkeepers make errors. Every goalkeeper make errors, but I think you'll just sit and know somebody is waiting for his chance to come and prove a point, to come and do something. So there'll be more minimum mistakes in that goalpost.
Sure. But Aaron Rams, you looking at Newcastle, the Newcastle goalkeepers. I guess if Newcastle was going for a younger goalkeeper, Aaron Ramsdale, he is around 24, 25. Nick Pope, Dubravka, they are over 30. I was looking at Newcastle goalkeepers and I was looking, hey, they are over 30. And Newcastle, if Newcastle are looking for a younger goalkeeper, maybe Alon Ramsdale is the main guy for them. We have a problem at left back. Jacob Kiviol can't play that position. Takehilo Tomiyasu, another one to play that position. Yurian Timber to play that position. Alejandro Zinchenko, he is the only left back player who is a natural left back player that we have can play that position because Kellen Treni it might not be coming back to Arsenal after that long loan with Real Sociedad in Spain. What are your views on this? Do you really need a natural left back on that position, or should we continue sticking with the likes of Urian Timber and Tamiyasu What do you think of that?
I think Arsenal need a natural left back, somebody who can overlap, somebody who can do that in fashion like Zinchenko does. And talking of Yakubu Kiviol, there are rumors of he was he was Juventus are after him, and assuming he leaves, we are left with only one. Actually, currently as we speak, we only have one natural left back, that is Zinchenko. Julian Timber and Tomiyasu, yeah, they can play there, but we also need that somebody, that natural left back who can overlap, who can give assists. You see, somebody that we know this is our first 11 natural left back. And
Yeah,
personally, I still think we need a natural left back, but that is if Jakub Kivior leaves for if he joins Juventus. And remember, if Jakub Kivior joins Juventus, Arsenal are not likely not going to get a left back. They are likely going to get a center, a defender, and that is they were linked with that guy from Italy, Riccardo Calafiori. So um, it's a 50-50 thing to look at, and
hmm
I don't I don't see Arsenal. Is there any rumor of Arsenal interested in any left back?
I've not heard of any. Victoria Mima, if Moan Mora, Santeni Sana, Mima. I'm looking at the defenders that Arsenal are linked with. Mark Guehi, the Crystal Palace defender, centre back. He has been doing great job at Ulis for England. Though many might argue he was the reason that he was at fault that goal they conceded against Slovakia the other day.
Mhm.
But I guess he is one. He has done a good job, or do you think he's just a tournament player? Because some of these players are very good when it comes to tournaments, but going back to the Premier League where they are playing that 8 or even that games a season, they struggle. Do you think, on your views, McGuire is a tournament player, and also Riccardo Calafiori, the Bologna player, or should I say Bologna, the from Italy? What do you think of these two centre backs that Arsenal linked with?
You look at it in two
Charity
in
Shi nakuona.
you look
Uh-huh.
at it in two ways. You look at McGuire at Crystal Palace. I think he's apart from Eze and Olise and probably Mateta, he's also the one of their most valuable players at the club at Palace. I think his price tag must be very high. I'm not quite sure about his price tag, and he's an English, so English players how they are kind of exaggerated to that price tag. But him being a homegrown player, I think he's a good one. I wouldn't rule him out. I would still want to see him in Arsenal shirt, but I don't know whether he'll bench Gabriel Magalhaes or what. And in comparison with Ricardo Calafiori, I think were it not for the leagues, I would go for Ricardo Calafiori. If not for the league, because people say that's an Italian league. We come in when it come to EPL, it's different. It's it's tough, and probably that would rule him out. But if I were to give and both, and I
Mm-hmm.
think he's much cheaper. He's much cheaper. Bologna are selling him at I guess around 50 million pounds, something like that. I would still go for him. And remember, Juventus are also interested in him, though Bologna are not interested in selling him to them. In sense of them taking away their manager Thiago Motta. So I don't know whether Motta will play a role in getting him to Juventus. At
Yeah,
22 years
Bologna,
age,
Bologna are still uh, Bologna are still angry with the Juventus, so I don't see them selling them Calafiori. And at 22 years of age, and he is being sold at how many million pounds for calafiori?
I'm not sure, but something allowed 45, between 45 to 55 million pounds. I'll still get him. Imagine him and Saliba. He plays as a left center back. So imagine having him and Saliba on that defense, because though he just played like 3 games for Italy, and
Hmm.
you check him at Bologna and you'll tell he's a good player, making it to Champions League next year with Bologna. It's massive. He's a good player. Compared to Mark Guehi, I think I would go for him.
Same here. I think I'd go
And
for calafiori.
it's also good to note that Mark Guehi he is a fantastic one. Remember, there are plenty of players from England, from British, that were not selected by Gallup to make the Euro squad, and he's among those top defenders that were there. Remember the likes of Harry Maguire, the likes of Benjamin White, who can also play as a centre back, and he was preferred, and I think he has started all the 4 or 5 games that England has played.
Now, if we can go in terms of midfield, who we are linked with, and see where we need to improve, because if you are talking about midfield, it's only a link. Your head will think of Thomas Teye Party. I think if Arsenal keeps Thomas Partey, I also want Arsenal to add another quality DM, and there are a lot of we are linked with quite a few. And if we keep Thomas Partey, uh, we are linked with Zuma Bedi from Real Sociedad. We also have the likes of I, I, I don't know if we likes of Kimmich, who can also play as that on that role as a midfield. Who is in mind? Who is in your mind? You think we can bring if Thomas Partey stays or if Thomas Partey leaves? Because we need somebody to come in and step up, do the job, and also somebody who can come in and do the dirty job that Thomas does. Who is in your mind in that midfield?
I've always been interested with two guys, that one from Aston Villa and one from Newcastle United. Unfortunately, I don't know about the Aston Villa Newcastle United guy. But talking of New Aston Villa guy, Douglas Luiz, it has been confirmed he joined Juventus with his wife Lehman, and so that's done. And talking of Newcastle United, think of combination of Declan Rice and Bruno Guimaraes, the Brazilian. I think it is a beautiful one. And talking of Joshua Kimmich, I think he's of age. He's 30. So yeah, when you watch him play, you wouldn't tell he's 30. But I would want Arsenal to have midfielders who are slightly 23 to 26 years. Somebody who can play with the Declan Rice for a longer period, or somebody who is younger than Declan Rice, because when Declan Rice gets of age, he'll have somebody that. Take an example of Luka Modric and Toni Kroos. They're living, and you are living behind Chouameni and Eduardo Camavinga. You see something of that sort. So if if I was to be asked, I would say Arsenal should get maybe Bruno Guimaraes or somebody. It would have been nice if Arsenal got, what was this guy from Southern America who went to Chelsea. think he's from Ecuador
Um,
somewhere.
yes, he is from Ecuador.
A very good guy,
Caicedo.
Moses Caicedo. So if imagine that combination, Declan Rice is 26 and Caicedo is 22. That would have been a perfect combination. And do you have any good DMs in EPL other than Lottery and Lice? You
I'm
can't talk
thinking
of
of
much.
the same Bruno Guimaraes. Guimaraes is good. He's a ball carrier. He make tackles, but the only problem maybe I might have with Bruno Guimaraes is discipline, which is not a worry too much because I know Mikel can deal with that. He can deal and with that, and in terms of discipline and how Bruno will carry himself in that midfield, not to put his team in too much risky, not to put his team in also in too much uh, pressure. But I'm not sure Bruno will be coming because there's nothing concrete about him. Nothing so far. We have not heard anything about him so far.
Maybe they can do a next stage with Aaron Ramsdale. We give you Aaron Ramsdale, you give us Bruno Guimaraes.
And maybe with some money on it.
Yes.
Wingers we already covered Nico Williams. We also talked about striker in terms of if we need a recognized striker and if we need a goal scoring striker. But we have also been linked with who is this guy? There's a I'm forgetting his name.
Where is he from?
I'm forgetting his name. Not Nico Williams. We are going to get back to that when I remember the name of this guy that we are linked with. How is the game? Let me see the Euros results so far.
Romania already lost 3-0 to Dutch.
And 81 minutes, Australia 1, Turkey 2. If Austria can manage to get a goal here, then we can have another extra time, so-called extra time of these Euros after Portugal last night.
I don't see it happening.
We are on the 80th minute, first minute. If they are going to get something here, Austria, then they have to score in the next 10 minutes to take the game into extra minutes. Kuna mahali hatujaguzia?
Safu ya ushambulizi, right wing. Maybe somebody to back up Saka. But if we get Nico Williams, he can play both swings. And I still believe Gabriel Jesus can as well play that wing when called upon.
And that's another topic that maybe we can take in the next couple of minutes, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Gabriel Jesus, should we keep him? Because for me, I think I would keep Gabriel Jesus no matter who we brings, no matter who comes in at Arsenal, either a striker or a winger, because he is one of those players that he is a utility player. He can play on the left, he can play on the right, he can play as an out and out striker. For you, do you think would you keep Gabriel Jesus?
Yes, I would never let go. Remember when the season at the end of the season, last season, there were rumors of Arsenal releasing Gabriel Jesus, and Mikel came out and said, "Oh, don't know where that rubbish is coming from." But um, whether that was true or false, I'll still keep Gabriel Jesus at any given time. He's a fantastic player. His only problem is that
Uh,
maybe he needs to do a lot of workout and to avoid injuries. No way Gabriel Jesus
if
will
he
play
can
fast
stay
football.
fit, if he can stay fit,
But I don't
if he
see
can
him
stay
making.
fit, I think
I
if he
don't
can
see
stay
him giving
fit,
up
I
20
guess
goals.
he can give us at least 20 to 30 games a season, and maybe physios can manage his injuries. Then we can see a different Gabriel Jesus.
The
We
same goes
cannot
to Thomas
finish
Partey.
this without, yeah, Thomas Partey for me. Yeah, I guess. I don't know, but the less I speak about Thomas Partey, the better. I love him. I love him. He controls the tempo of the game. He knows when to drop deep. He knows when to sit back. He knows. He got those passes. He is a good one on that hard midfield. But we cannot finish without mentioning Captain Fantastic Martin Odegaard. I think
Ah,
he's
what a
going to
player.
have another superb season. Now that he's not playing, he's resting. Always, Norway, the Norwegian, they are not at the Euros. How do you think of him next season, Captain Fantastic Martin Odegaard?
He should give me 15 goals and 15 assists, and 20 goals and 20 assists in all competitions. But 15 goals and 15 assists in remember last season, but one he did something. He did hit a double figure in both GAs, and I think he's a fantastic player. He's a super, and maybe Madrid are sitting back as much as Madrid are doing well in domestic and even in Champions League. Uh, I'm very sure they are sitting back and saying, we made a mistake here on letting him go joining Arsenal. And I would want to see him lifting something next season. I'd love to see him lifting something next season.
I would
He's a fantastic.
uh, like to see him as well, lifting something with Arsenal next season. And many of the Arsenal players, like I said earlier when we were starting, many of these Arsenal players will be fit because preseason is coming very soon. Many of these players will be very fit, and apart from Saliba, Saka, Rice, also Raya is with Spain, King Kai, depending on the result at the quarters. So I don't have much. Maybe until tomorrow, we see who is going to join the who is going to join the Germans, who is going to join the France, the Spanish side, also
Portuguese.
England, the Portuguese. We are This is the last game of the round of 16.
England were just lucky. They were just lucky.
Lucky, very lucky.
Gareth Southgate must be the most luckiest manager on earth. Though I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
see
yeah, yeah.
him whether they win Euros or not. I don't see him. He doesn't have a future with the Three Lions. He doesn't.
Huyu anafuta karibuni.
Yeah, fans are calling out for him to be sacked. because I don't understand. By the way, I don't understand why he opts to play Kieran Trippier on the left wing.
But Luke Shaw akona injury, so anabaki na makeshift,
They are good left
either
back
Kyle
in
Walker,
England.
ama Luke Shaw. And before we finish, I saw a Man United guy saying Arsenal will lose 3 of their first 5 games, because Arsenal have, in their first 5 games, Arsenal opening, we have Man City away, Aston Villa away, and is it Spurs? Our first 5 fixtures, we
We have
have
Man
very, very
City.
tough fixtures. We have Man City. Let me see. We have Man City away, and also we have Aston Villa in our first 5 fixtures. But I
Actually,
know the
Aston
first
Villa
one we are
have a
open
good
with Wolves.
season.
We have Wolves, Aston Villa away, Brighton home, Tottenham away, Man City away, and uh, these fans think Arsenal will win the 2 home games. That is against Wolverhampton on opening day of 17th of August, and Brighton at home. They think Arsenal will lose away to Aston Villa. Last season we lost there. Tottenham last season we won there, and Man City last season we drew there 0-0. Tottenham we won 3-2. Aston Villa we lost 1-0. Do you agree with this Manchester United guy who think Arsenal will win 2 out of 5?
I think to start with, no, that's a typical Manchester United fan. They'll say anything, and you hear them talk. I don't know why they are not worried about their own club, what their own club will be doing next season. I think they should concentrate with their own club first. But talking of Arsenal winning 2 out of 5, it's a big you know they know we will, but they never admit. They know we will, and actually will beat them both home and away, and it happened anyway. And Man City, I don't think we lose against Man City. Where are we at? And I
Man
don't
City
think we.
we drew 0-0
No, I'm saying next season. Where are we starting? Home or away against City?
away. Spurs away. The first 5 games, that is where we have Man City away, Aston Villa away, and Spurs away. Then we have 2 home games, that is against Wolverhampton and Brighton. The 2 home games in our first 5 games.
I think we'll beat both Spurs and Man City away. We will. We have the potential. We can do it. We will. I don't see us losing against City.
Yeah, I also don't think we are. I want us actually to go unbeaten this season. I think and I believe we can go unbeaten. Because of time and tomorrow I'm going to work. We have to end it there. Then, unless uko na kitu nataka kuongezea, then tomorrow we can have another round and see the players that we are linked with. We do some couple of minutes tomorrow and talk about transfer daily here on BWATV.
Yes, niliona somehow Arsenal being linked with Kunde. Is it Kunde or Kunde? The right back
Kunde, the France right back.
yes, I'm playing for Barcelona. Would you want him?
Yeah, I would take him. I would take him because if depending with if it's a big if we are going to bring another center back, you have to remember that Benjamin White is not a natural right back. He is a center back, and if we are going to bring Kunde, that means maybe Benjamin White games will be limited, and because of many we have a lot of cup games in terms of Carling Cup, we have FA Cup, we have the league, we have Champions League as well. So if we bring Kunde, then maybe he can be playing in Champions League, and because he is a good one. And White can be playing in domestic games, Premier League, the league games, some interchanges, maybe with Saliba of Gabriel in that center back role. I would take him all day, but I want a center back. I want if I'm not going to I want another center back. I really want a center back who can also play as a left back, depending if Kiviol will be leaving. I also want a DM, somebody who can come in, do the same job that Thomas Partey does, and somebody who will not make us miss Thomas Partey if he is injured or if he is on the bench. And yes, I want a striker. Yes.
Don't forget the fact that we still have Jorginho and Mikel Arteta. If you look at most of the players that are being linked with Arsenal, Mikel Arteta has been looking with the do. They are looking of players who can play like two positions. You look at the number of players being linked, rumors being looked to with Arsenal. There are players that can play two positions. Nico Williams can play both right and left wing. Yeah, Kunde can play as a right back and a center back. Ricardo Calafiori can play as a center back and also a left back. You look at these players and you realize Mikel Arteta is looking of such kind of players.
Yeah, he likes the players who can play as those utility players. Tamiyasu can play as a right back, as a left back, as a center back. He can play in 3 positions. I guess we can call it a day. We have done 51 minutes, or to some extent life now. We change Sana's she's, that is Eve Alikofan ball. Charity Eve and Mima Maritazian Edgecraft, everybody, thank you for your support. We love you. And it's a wrap here on BWA TV. We are the Gunners. Till next time, tunashusha pumzi. Bye bye, people. Good night. See you next time when you are going to talk about the transfer daily. Kwa sasa tunasema BWA TV. Kwaherini. Good night. God bless you. We love you.
Boom! My name is Baba World the Pandit, and this is BWA TV. BWA TV, we are road to 100,000 subscribers. And we also want to say a special thanks to my channel members